A week ago, the Gerakan 37th National Delegates Conference passed a resolution calling for the repeal of the ISA and the introduction of an anti-terrorism law in accordance with the proposal of the Suhakam. The main burden of the speech by the Prime Minister, Abdullah, in his capacity as BN Chairman at the last outing of the MCA General Assembly on Saturday, was to scoff at suggestions that UMNO is the domineering partner in BN and to deny that UMNO is a bully vis-a-vis other parties in BN. However, Abdullah's denial totally lacked credibility, not only from the rich catalogue of past instances of UMNO as the bully in BN, but in the summary and cavalier manner in which he rejected the MCA call for a review of the ISA, stating categorically that there was no plans to review the ISA. If power sharing among BN component parties is meaningful and genuine, and not just empty talk, then the considered proposals of the BN component parties, particularly resolutions adopted at their respective annual conferences, should be given serious consideration by the government of the day. If resolutions adopted by UMNO General Assemblies are virtually adopted as government policy of the day, while resolutions of MCA, Gerakan, MIC, SUPP, and the BN Sabah and Sarawak parties are completely ignored and dismissed with contempt, how can UMNO claim that it is not domineering and not a bully in BN? As both the BMCA and Gerakan National Conferences have adopted resolutions calling for the review and repeal of the ISA, this has become a test of whether power sharing in BN continues to be a farce, UMNO continues with its domineering and bully ways in BN, while MCA and Gerakan continue as supplicants and beggars, or whether the BN coalition is to be reconstituted on a more equitable basis to reflect a meaningful power sharing concept. If MCA, Gerakan MPs, that is including ministers and deputy ministers, dare not support a parliamentary debate on review of ISA, what is the use of MCA and Gerakan passing resolutions on ISA in their national conferences? I'm raising this point as I'm calling on all MPs, whether Pakatan Rakyat or Barisan Nasional, to support a joint call to the Prime Minister to give government consent to move Teresa ISA motion from number 41 to the very top of the parliamentary business, so that it could be debated in Parliament. Abdullah should not usurp the powers of Parliament and allow Parliament to decide whether there should be a review and repeal of ISA, especially in view of the resolutions passed by both MCA and Gerakan annual conferences making the very same call. I have no doubt that the majority of the 13-party Barisan Nasional would support the review and repeal of the ISA. In fact, if a vote is taken in the Barisan Nasional Supreme Council on whether to review and repeal the ISA, allowing each component party to vote according to its mandate given by its National Congress, the outcome could be 12-1 or 11-2 in favor of review and repeal. Isn't UMNO behaving like the big bully in BN in refusing to consider review and repeal of ISA when UMNO is outnumbered by 12-1 or even 11-2 in BN on this important question about human rights and democracy in Malaysia? Furthermore, the call for the abolition of ISA has the support of the civil society, as demonstrated by the endorsement of 363 organizations for the mass petition to repeal the ISA in a ceremony in Kuala Lumpur yesterday.
363个团体、4州大会堂、9州华青团、各乡团总会、新闻从业员、历史委员会、大专生团体、华教团体、妇女和青年组织等等，包括这些。The Free MP Teresa Koks Parliamentary Caucus will meet tomorrow, and I would suggest that the caucus, apart from broadening the scope of its terms of reference, to work for the repeal of ISA, as Teresa has been released after an 8-day ISA stint.
endorsed the campaign to get all MPs genuinely concerned about ISA and shocked by the gross abuse of the draconian law to sign a joint petition to the Prime Minister to bring up Teresa's motion so that it could be debated when Parliament reconvenes after the Deepavali holidays on October the 29th. This will be particularly significant as the debate on Teresa's ISA motion on October the 29th could serve as Parliament marking the 11th anniversary of the infamous Operation Lalang in 1987, where 4 MPs at the time, and who are still in Parliament, were among the 106 persons detained arbitrarily under the ISA, and they are Kapasing, Dr. Tan Seng Yao, Lim Guan Eng, and myself.